Archangel Micheal says, you are one document away from unlocking your miracle. But a woman is delaying it for a reason that will soon be exposed. Archangel Micheal says, a powerful shift was meant to happen in your life this week. But a single document, the one that was designed to open a miraculous chapter for you, has been intentionally delayed. And behind this delay stands a woman whose reason is darker than you imagine. This isn't an accident. This is a tactic to keep you in a cycle of frustration while your destiny waits untouched. This is a divine alert because if you delay further, what was written for you may be handed to someone else. You were meant to sign something that aligns heaven with your journey. But she intercepted the moment, held the keys, and quietly blocked what belongs to you. What she's hiding is not just paperwork, it's power, purpose, and breakthrough. There's a secret in her silence, and soon it will unravel. Every delay you felt recently is tied to her name. And once the reason is exposed, the entire timeline of your life will snap back into alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 447. You may have felt it already. The strange pause. The feeling of being so close to something but constantly pushed back by invisible resistance. Your energy hand being poked, prodded, watched. Someone is closely monitoring your every attempt to rise, hoping you'll get tired and retreat. But what they didn't calculate is your endurance. Your spiritual DNA was made for pressure. Every delay only builds your momentum. Every rejection rewires you for redirection. You're not being blocked, you're being observed under divine defense. This woman knows more than she pretends. She's not innocent in this matter. The signature she refused to pass on was her way of maintaining control over your light. Type Amen to get blessing 902. She fears what you will become once you receive what is meant for you. That fear is rooted in jealousy and disguised in concern. But her concern is camouflage for sabotage. Her presence in your path is not permanent. She was only supposed to assist for a season, but she got too comfortable with the access she was given. Now, she's playing gatekeeper to something that isn't even hers. The paper she's withholding is tied to a property, permission, payment, or promise. Something that would place you at the center of a shift too big for her to digest. She has no idea that the heavens are watching. Your angels are ready to overturn this injustice. Timing is shifting, and she's about to be exposed in ways that will silence every excuse she made. Type Amen to get blessing 888. She pretended not to know the importance of what she held. But she knew. She absolutely knew. There's a copy of the document somewhere else. And very soon, someone else will come across it, someone who is not on her side. That moment will change everything. She thought your silence meant defeat. But your silence was divine strategy. Now, the season of exposure has arrived, and nothing will be able to shield her. Everything hidden will now surface. The email she didn't send. The phone call she postponed. The meeting she canceled without telling you, each one was intentional. Type Amen to get blessing 321. The spiritual realm is moving. Your ancestors are restless. What belongs to you must now be retrieved. There's a man who suspects something is off, and he is about to uncover her moves. He holds a connection to the same document. He may not know you personally, but your name will soon cross his desk. When he sees it, he'll feel the urge to investigate. That investigation will tear open the false walls she built to delay you. And with every wall that crumbles, your miracle will find its way forward. You're not meant to chase what is yours, it is meant to land on your lap. But your faith must remain rooted. Don't react emotionally, respond spiritually. Type Amen to get blessing 535. You are in a sacred test. But tests don't come to destroy. They come to graduate. Everything about your future is tied to this divine moment. One document. One name. One shift. And it's already echoing through the atmosphere. Archangel Micheal says, "You are not forgotten in this battle. You are being elevated in private while she prepares for exposure in public. Key at her moment, now it's your turn. There's a building, a seat, a room, a stage that is already yours. But she placed herself in between, uninvited, unauthorized, and soon to be removed. Because no one can permanently block a soul that was chosen." Type Amen to get blessing 414. You'll begin to feel it. The resistance loosening. The shadows shrinking. You will hear from someone unexpectedly. They will reference the exact document she tried to bury. They will ask if you were ever informed. Don't panic. Don't rush. Stay calm. Because this moment was crafted just for you. The door that opens now will never close again. You're not just unlocking a miracle, you're unlocking legacy. You're not just receiving paper, you're receiving power. Her delay wasn't your denial. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There are whispers around her name. Whispers that began as rumors but are now gathering evidence. People around her are beginning to notice inconsistencies. A coworker, a friend, a family member. One of them is about to come to you directly. They've seen how she's moved behind the scenes. You once thought her charm could cover her tracks. But charm can't hide truth forever. Now her own words will trap you. Archangel Micheal says, "The heavens are preparing a confrontation that will not harm you but will correct everything. You won't have to argue. Truth will speak for you." Type Amen to get blessing 232. There's a folder with your name on it. It's been sitting in a drawer she thought no one would ever open. But heaven just sent someone with the key. The sound of paper unfolding. The sight of your name in bold. The vibration you will feel in your chest, that's how you will know your time has come. That paper was delayed so that you could step into this moment stronger than before. Your character was built during this pause. Your faith was sharpened during the silence. Now it's time for movement. Swift. Direct. Unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 101. She had a plan. But the divine had a bigger one. You didn't come this far just to be stopped by a jealous woman holding a paper. You came this far because the light inside you was always louder than the darkness trying to hold you back. This shift won't be loud at first. It will come in a whisper. But when it lands, it will echo across your destiny. Don't be shocked when she starts to panic. Her energy will shift. Her tone will change. Because she knows her time is running out. Type Amen to get blessing 696. You will see signs. Repeating numbers. Dreams. Glitches in conversation. Moments that feel too perfect to be coincidence. All of it is alignment. All of it is confirmation. This document may hold your access to property, payment, position, or a powerful partnership. Whatever it is, it's life-changing. And it's coming back to your hands. You are protected in this season. No trap will hold. No delay will succeed. Her interference is being reversed. Type Amen to get blessing 199. She will try one last time. Maybe with a kind tone. Maybe with a half-truth. But this time, you will see through it. You'll feel it in your gut, the spiritual alarm ringing. You won't fall for her smile anymore. This is the chapter of exposure. This is the hour of justice. Your name is rising while hers begins to shrink from grace. And after this, nothing will ever be the same again. You're about to be placed where you should have been all along. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Your divine paperwork is being pulled forward. Your angels are accelerating the process. Her grip is being broken slowly, then all at once. When the final phone call comes, answer it with boldness. When the invitation comes, say yes without hesitation. When the contract is offered, sign it with your full name. You've waited long enough. Now it's your turn to receive. Your miracle was never gone. It was only delayed. But now, it has found you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Now the line is breaking. That invisible chain she tied around your timing is snapping piece by piece. And as the days unfold, her intentions will no longer be hidden behind gestures of fake support. She tried to smile while stalling your access. She wanted you to believe she was on your side, when in truth, she was trembling at the idea of your advancement. You trusted her once, but that trust was misused. The most painful thing about betrayal is not the action, it's the actor. And she played the role so well. But the curtains are finally falling. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your miracle never depended on her obedience. You only waited for divine exposure. Now that the truth is leaking, her false calm is about to shatter. You will not have to confront her. The confrontation will come to her door from another direction. Someone who knows your worth. Someone who wasn't blinded by her distractions. And they will bring with them undeniable proof, printed and time-stamped, with her fingerprints all over it. That document, that single sheet of delayed destiny, is about to be released in your favor. And when it lands in your hands, a storm of change will follow. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You will feel it physically. Your chest may feel lighter, your eyes sharper. This is the release you've been unknowingly praying for. You've passed through the hardest part, walking in faith with no confirmation. Now the confirmation is coming. Not just in spirit, but in signature. There will be a day very soon when you will hold that document. And when you do, heaven will whisper to your soul, "This is it." This was the moment she tried to steal. But she couldn't steal a destiny guarded by the divine. And yours was sealed long before her interference. Type Amen to get blessing 111. She is now being watched. Not by people but by presence. The very atmosphere around her is shifting. Even she can feel that her grasp is slipping. The panic in her voice will increase. The urgency in her messages will rise. She will try to reach up before it all collapses. She may apologize. She may try to excuse her delays. But know this, your spirit will know whether it's guilt or fear driving her words. And you won't be shaken this time. You'll be focused and guided from above. Type Amen to get blessing 575. That document she hid may also be a gateway to recognition, wealth, or relocation. Something significant. Something bigger than her imagination. That's why she held it. He saw your potential and wanted to trap it. But she failed to understand what God aligns cannot be locked down by human hands. He didn't just delay a paper, he tried to deter your purpose. But now, her detour is being dismantled brick by brick. Every lie will be reversed. Every fake excuse will backfire. And you will walk through the door she tried to close. Type Amen to get blessing 939 when you step into that room where the truth unfolds. Walk with grace. You won't need to shout. You won't need to prove. Your presence will speak louder than anything she tried to whisper. People will look at her differently. They'll begin to notice her patterns, her deflections, her timing. The very ones who once defended her will now turn in silent realization. Because the truth always finds light. And your light can no longer be hidden. The miracle that was paused is now moving like a flood toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 363. You may notice sudden shifts, things moving quickly. Opportunities arising. Conversations restarting. This is no coincidence. This is the restoration effect. When what was once stolen is returned in full and then multiplied. You are not only getting back what was yours, you're getting more. More peace. More clarity. More elevation. More divine support. A woman who tried to stop it will now be forced to watch it bloom in front of her. As part of the justice unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 808. You suffered silently. But silence is no weakness. Your patience was recorded in realms unseen. Your tears were captured like gold. And now, the reward is coming not just spiritually, but materially. Money. Approval. Protection. Inarian. All that was blocked will now burst through. The very document that held your name is about to unlock not just a door, but a destiny. He knew it. That's why she tried to control it. But no earthly gatekeeper can override heavenly decree. Type Amen to get blessing 266. There's a judge in heaven that just ruled in your favor. And earthly systems must now align with that ruling. No more delays. No more red tape. No more sabotage. Your name is being cleared. Your status is being upgraded. And your enemies are being confused by how fast things will unfold. You will be contacted. The call, the email, with a letter. It will come without warning. And when it does, respond immediately. It will be your proof that everything she tried to stop is now arriving at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 202. If you begin feeling more tired than usual, know this. It's the final purge. Your soul is releasing all the residue of waiting, of pain, of resistance. Let it go. Make room for the arrival. This time, you will not miss it. You won't second guess it. You'll recognize it the moment it arrives. Because this isn't just a paper. It's prophecy. A confirmation that your wait was never in vain. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The page she hid carries your next elevation. And your hands will soon hold what your heart carried for so long. People will ask how you did it. How you stayed calm. How you knew it would come. And your answer will be simple. Because I was born for it. Now step into it. Fully. Wholly. Without apology. The woman who delayed it will be dealt with. Not by you but by justice itself. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You are no longer stuck. no longer overlooked, no longer paused. Everything is moving again. The wheels of favor are turning, and your name is being whispered where it matters most. She tried to bury your moment, but didn't know that what she buried was a seed, and now it's harvest time. Let this be your sign. Your miracle was never lost, only delayed for a greater return. And now, the return is here. Type Amen to get blessing 505. This chapter will end with a signature, your signature. Lot forged. Lot blocked. Lot copied. Authenticated by your spirit and endorsed by your destiny. When you sign, do it with sacred awareness. Know that every pen stroke is breaking spiritual chains. The woman who tried to block you won't even be in the room when it happens. Her chapter in your life is being edited out. This new page is clean, and it belongs only to you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 313. The room you walk into will be brighter not because of lights, but because of presence. Your presence. You carry something now that no delay, no detour, and no deceit can ever touch again. You are walking into divine correctness. The wrongs are being erased, the lies undone, and the paper she hid is being placed directly into the hands of justice. Her grip is finite. Even her allies are pulling away now. They can feel something cracking in her energy, like the foundation beneath her can't hold anymore. She's trying to stand tall, but the truth is pushing her down. Type Amen to get blessing 654. When she sees your name restored, she will go silent. She thought she had more time, but time has shifted. The clock no longer favors her schemes, it now rings only for your breakthrough. Your eyes will widen not because of surprise, but because of fear. Fear that her manipulation has finally run its course. Fear that your silence was never weakness, it was the storm gathering behind the calm. And now, that storm has arrived. Your moment is no longer a whisper. It's a roar. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You're not just about to receive something. You're about to reclaim everything. You will look at that document and feel chills because something deep inside will say, "This should have been mine long ago." And you will be right. But the delay wasn't wasted. It shaped you. It tested you. It made you invincible. What comes next will shock even you. You'll be offered more than you expected. You'll be remembered in rooms that forgot you. And you'll be erased from rooms where she tried to shine. Type Amen to get blessing 404. There is a transfer happening now. A spiritual handover. A torch is being taken from her hands and placed into yours. It won't be loud. It won't be dramatic. But it will be final. She will feel it like something slipped through her fingers in a moment she never saw coming. Because you were never the victim. You were always the rightful heir. The document is now active. The seals are being removed. The delivery has begun. Your name is no longer waiting to be seen. It is now being honored. Type Amen to get blessing 144. Your patience has opened a vault. And inside it is not just paper, it is legacy. What's being unlocked is more than approval. It's territory. Expansion. Elevation. What was supposed to stay hidden is now becoming headline. People will speak your name in rooms where it was once suppressed. And they'll do so with respect. She can't run from this exposure anymore. Her own energy is confessing. Even her digital trails are turning into evidence. What she tried to erase is reappearing. Because the divine archives never delete. Type Amen to get blessing 611. Your breakthrough isn't coming from force, it's flowing from faith. Everything is now tilting in your direction. The balance is shifting. What once stood against you is now working for you. That email she ignored will be resent from someone higher. That signature she refused to pass will now be replaced by a signature of someone divine. And when it happens, you'll hear it. A tone in the air. Like the sound of something unlocking. That's when you'll know it's your moment. Don't second guess it. Claim it. Type Amen to get blessing 188. There's a man who will speak your name in an upcoming decision. He holds authority. He carries weight. And when he sees your file, your energy, your truth, he will act without delay. He wasn't part of your original journey, but he was part of the divine route. He was placed there for this very reason, to override what she delayed. And override it he will. Because your name is now glowing with purpose. It cannot be dimmed again. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The woman who delayed your miracle will lose more than just the document. You'll lose her access, her voice, her ability to interfere. Because heaven is sealing her out. She crossed a line when she chose jealousy over integrity. But grace allowed her time. And now that time is up. This isn't just victory. This is divine correction. Everything you went through will now become a testimony. Every delay will now become a door. Every false start will now become your launchpad. Type Amen to get blessing 383. You are no longer waiting. You are walking. Each step you take now is in alignment. Each name you speak will carry weight. Each signature you make will move systems. You are stepping into a realm of authority that no one can delay again. Archangel Micheal says, they tried to control the narrative. But truth wrote its own script, and your name is the headline. When the letter arrives, open it with reverence. When the phone rings, answer it with confidence. When the offer comes, take it with gratitude. Because it was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 727. This miracle will require noise. It will arrive with peace. You'll look around and realize everything has changed. Not just in what you received, but in who you've become. You are no longer the version of yourself who begged to be seen. You are the version that commands attention through quiet power. She will still try to linger in your orbit, but her energy will no longer match your frequency. She will fade without confrontation. Because light does not argue with shadows, it simply shines. Type Amen to get blessing 606. When the dust settles, don't return to the place of delay. You've outgrown it, outlived it, outshined it. That chapter is over. A name forgotten. That interference removed. Your miracle is not just an event. It's a new environment. One that she cannot enter. One where your light is honored, not hidden. One where your signature creates ripple effects that bless generations. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Stay alert in the next 72 hours. The next movement is swift. There may be a file, a message, a courier, a hand-delivered paper. Don't ignore it. You'll recognize it by how your spirit responds. It will feel right. It will feel final. It will feel freeing. When you receive it, breathe in deeply, because that breath is the beginning of a new timeline. The page she tried to lock away is now your promise, and it's coming back to you full circle. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Your energy is now in restoration mode. The delays you suffered are about to return to you as multiplied blessings. Don't try to explain your elevation. Just walk in it. Let your breakthrough speak. Let your presence shift rooms. Let your new season unfold without apology. You are not where you were. You are not who they remember. You are proof that nothing delayed by man can be denied by God. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 303. That document is no longer in limbo. It's no longer floating between decisions. It's been claimed in the heavens, and now it's making its way to earth, directly into your hands. You may feel pressure building, like something inside you is stretching. That's not anxiety. That's the expansion of your spirit preparing to receive what it's been denied. You've grown during this wait. You've learned who was real and who was role-playing. And now, everything hidden beneath that woman's delay is unraveling like a scroll before your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 844. Her mask is falling. The cracks in her story are becoming visible. She thought silence would protect her, but silence now speaks against her. Her delay was a spell of confusion, and that spell is breaking. She never imagined you'd survive her interference. She underestimated how divine energy defends those who carry light. But now, she's watching something she tried to kill come back to life in full bloom. And it terrifies her. Type Amen to get blessing 707. Archangel Micheal says, you will be protected through this entire process. You will not stumble. You will not be delayed again. The realm around you is shifting to favor you. You've entered a window of release, and nothing from the past can block it this time. The document holds not just approval, but confirmation of who you are and who you're becoming. She tried to keep you in confusion, but clarity is crashing through every corridor she built to distract you. And now the document is being escorted to you with divine urgency. Type Amen to get blessing 929. It may arrive through someone who barely knows you, or someone you forgot even existed. But the delivery will be precise. Don't be surprised if it comes early morning or late at night. That's how divine timing moves outside human convenience. When it arrives, don't hesitate. Sign with the hand that endured everything. Because you're not just signing paper. You're sealing purpose. And with that signature, the cycle is closed. He won't have any more chances. This was her last attempt, and it failed. Type Amen to get blessing 555. People will start to talk soon. They'll wonder how you bounced back so fast. They'll whisper about the document, the elevation, the turn of events. Let them talk. Your only focus now is staying in alignment with what's unfolding. Because the speed of what's coming next requires your full attention. This is rapid favor. A divine reversal so loud that even your enemies will go quiet. The woman who delayed your miracle is about to exit the scene. Quietly. Fading into the background. Type Amen to get blessing 646. You don't need to announce anything. Just walk in the favor that is now chasing you down. Let her be shocked. Let her ask questions in private rooms. Let her wonder how it all happened without her involvement. Because that's the irony, what she tried to block still happened, and she wasn't even invited to witness it. You are rising higher than her words ever reached, and this rise cannot be undone. This is your moment, and it's sealed by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 212. The path ahead is clear now. The fog is lifting. The document, the door, the destiny, it's all aligned in your favor. Your name is becoming a key to rooms, to resources, to relationships that once seemed out of reach. You will step into those spaces as if you've always belonged, because you do. They were created for you, delayed by man, but timed by God. You only held it temporarily, but heaven held it eternally. And now, it's being released in full. Type Amen to get blessing 888. From this day on, watch how quickly the right doors open. Watch how easily things begin to click. Watch how naturally support finds you. That's not luck. That's restoration. The delay was a decay. It kept you in the waiting room while your miracle was being perfected. Now, the wait is over. The woman who once smiled at you while hiding your progress won't have access to the new version of you. The door is permanently closed. Type Amen to get blessing 161. You will soon receive an official confirmation. A letter. A message. An alert that finalizes what she tried to keep from you. It will come softly, but it will carry power. The name she tried to replace you with will be erased. The favor she thought belonged to her will return to its rightful place. Every attempt you made is being tracked in the spirit, and her file is now under judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 747. She will begin to lose the confidence of those around her. People who once believed her will begin to question her loyalty. She will start to shrink in influence. Her light will dim, and your light will intensify. Because when truth walks in, deception must sit down, and you are truth wrapped in human form. The energy has already shifted. You'll feel it more every hour. The balance is restored. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Let this be the final reminder. What is yours can never be permanently blocked. It can only be delayed until your spirit is strong enough to carry it. And your spirit is ready. The woman who caused this delay has no place in the celebration that's coming next. She will watch from afar, silenced by her own decisions. And you will rise louder than her lies. Because destiny always wins. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Your home will feel different in the coming days. The weight that once lingered in the atmosphere is lifting. Even your sleep will deepen. Because peace follows alignment. You'll walk lighter. Speak bolder. Think clear. You are entering a chapter that's untouched by manipulation. Every part of you that was stressed, confused, or delayed is now being rewired for breakthrough. You are no longer walking toward the miracle. You are living inside it. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Let her go. Let the bitterness go. Let the questions go. There's nothing more to figure out. She delayed the document but couldn't deny the destiny. And now, you carry the final signature that ends this story and begins the next. The pen is in your hand. The page is ready. A miracle is here. Sign it with authority. Step into it with grace. Speak nothing but truth from this moment forward. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You'll look back at this moment one day and realize it was never just about a document. It was about faith, about endurance, about learning that some delays are sacred, about discovering that no human can cancel what heaven approves. You didn't fold when it got hard. You didn't break when they pushed. You held your peace, even when betrayal was screaming in your face. That is why you're about to receive not just what was delayed, but more than you imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 611. The woman who blocked it never knew who you truly were. He saw your service, but she couldn't access your spirit. And that's why her plan failed. You're no longer available for sabotage. You're no longer accessible to delay. The document, that promise, that elevation, it bypassed her grip and obeyed divine timing instead. You will not be returning to her orbit. She may reach out with soft words, but you'll feel the void behind them. You'll feel how empty they are. And you won't respond. Because the higher version of you doesn't look back. Type Amen to get blessing 282. This next season is full of confirmation. You'll hear your name praised in rooms that once rejected it. You'll see your effort rewarded in places that once overlooked you. Doors will swing open without you having to knock. You will walk in, not as a beggar but as a blueprint. People will want to know how you rose from the delay. They'll want to know how you stayed silent, how you kept believing. And your story will become someone else's survival map. Type Amen to get blessing 303. This is the divine exchange. Everything stolen from you in secret will be returned in public. And everything she said behind closed doors will be answered by undeniable favor. She'll have no words left. Just the memory of how she once stood in the way of someone chosen. And memory will haunt her. And it will humble her. But for you, there's only one direction now: forward. Forward into breakthrough. Forward into overflow. Forward into the version of yourself that no one can delay again. Type Amen to get blessing 494. A sacred hand is guiding your steps now. You're not just a line, you're accelerated. Every system that once moved slow for you will now respond with urgency. Every signature will be fast-tracked. Every approval will be stamped in record time. Because the delay was the test. And the test is over. You've passed. And now, you're about to walk into rooms where your name was spoken in reverence. Where the document finally unlocked your seat at the table. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Don't be surprised when people who once ignored you now request your presence. Don't be confused when those who once dismissed you now ask for your insight. That's what divine reversal does. It rearranges the power. She will witness this from a distance. Not with malice, but with regret. She'll realize she delayed someone whose glow could never be dimmed. But that regret won't slow you. You've been prepared for this moment. It's your reward. And it's irreversible. Type Amen to get blessing 717. There's a celebration in the spirit. A trumpet being sounded with your name stitched into the sound waves. You may feel waves of emotion, tears that come out of nowhere. Let them fall. That's not sadness. That's your soul releasing the weight of waiting. You've carried too much for too long. Now, you're being carried. By grace. By alignment. By divine justice that never missed a detail. You are now walking on the other side of delay. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This final part of the story isn't about her anymore. It's about you. You who stayed quiet when you could have fought. You who stayed kind when you could have exploded. You who stayed grounded even when someone tried to clip your wings. Now, those wings are spreading, and you're about to fly into territories where her voice can't follow. This is the elevation she tried to block, and you're rising above her reach. Type Amen to get blessing 474. The document will arrive. The timing is set. The interference is over. You'll feel it in your hands, and something ancient inside of you will exhale. Your body will know before your mind fully catches up. You'll feel the miracle in your bones. You'll sleep deeper. Wake stronger. Think clear. Because when something destined finally reaches you, the soul becomes calm. And your soul is about to rest in the certainty that justice has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Archangel Micheal says, "You are not the person who was delayed. You are the person who defied the delay." She played with timelines, but she couldn't stop the clock from striking in your favor. Now that it has, her chapter is closing. Widely. Permanently. And your next chapter is opening in bold, golden ink. This is your divine yes. This is your permanent unlocking. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Let everything that once resisted you now begin to recognize you. Let every room that denied you now become your territory. Let every delay you endured now pour into you as harvest. You are not arriving late. You are arriving right on time. The final document, the one she hid, is already on its way back to you. This time, there will be no more delay. This time, it will land where it always belonged, in your hands, under your name, written in truth. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Everything that once resisted your growth is now bowing. The system that stalled is now moving. The people who pause your progress are losing their grip. And the woman who interfered with the document is standing in the final moments of her illusion. She thought her silence would last forever. But now, silence has turned against her. Every delay has a time to whose as if spade. Your name is now the vibration shaking the foundations you stood on. Type Amen to get blessing 515. You may feel the atmosphere around you softening. It's peace entering. Not temporary peace, but divine stillness. You'll feel yourself breathing deeper. You'll notice how light touches your skin differently. It's your soul confirming alignment has returned. Because it has. The struggle is lifting. The pressure is decreasing. You were once in survival. But now, you are entering dominion. No one, not her, not any other person, can reroute what has now been unlocked. Type Amen to get blessing 929. Your face will glow in a way it didn't before. That's what happens when heaven breathes directly on your name. You'll walk through the same places she tried to block you from, but this time, you'll be invited. Respected. Welcomed. The paper she hid wasn't just a document. It was your signal, your access, your proof of identity. Now, that proof is returning. And this time, nothing will intercept it. She is watching all of it collapse. Quietly. Behind her own walls. And she can feel that her authority has vanished. Type Amen to get blessing 600. The document has passed through systems you didn't even know existed. Angels have touched hands, adjusted signatures, redirected files. was never just about what's written in ink. It was about what was written in light. You will be notified. You will see your name where it belongs. It will not be delayed, buried, or mishandled again. Every moment of injustice is now responding with overflow. You are in your divine hour. Top amen to get blessing 808. She may attempt one last play. A phone call. A message. An explanation wrapped in false humility. But you will feel the hollowness behind her words. You are no longer the version of yourself who needed her approval. That version died in the waiting room. And this new you, this restored you, is untouchable. She will feel the wall between your energy and hers. Not because of hatred, but because your light now repels deception. And she knows it. Type amen to get blessing 424 in this new chapter. You are not seeking favor, you are carrying it. Doors will respond differently. Emails will get answers. Delayed responses will now chase after you. Because your name is finally moving through the systems without resistance. You'll be surprised how quickly things flow. That's divine restoration. What took years will now unfold in hours. She tried to hold the pen, but heaven gave it back to you. Type amen to get blessing 999 now. Write your future clearly, boldly, without fear. This time, when you hold that paper, don't tremble. You earned this. You didn't beg for it. You waited for it. You survived for it. The file will be reopened. The name at the top will be yours. The seal of approval will carry your energy. And the moment you touch it, your body will know, this was always mine. And it is. Type amen to get blessing 161. You may dream of it before it arrives. You may see colors, light, or names flashing in your spirit. These are not just dreams. They are confirmations. The final transition is underway. The delivery has left the last checkpoint. And what she hid is now coming toward you without restriction. Even the people who once helped her will turn their faces away. They are ashamed now, because they knew what she was doing and said nothing. But heaven saw it all. Type amen to get blessing 313, and now, heaven is responding. A miracle isn't coming because of her. It's coming in spite of her. And that is what will make it undeniable. You are not just receiving justice, you are becoming it. This will show in your finances, your home, your opportunities, your reputation. It will reflect in your peace, your rest, your relationships. Every area of your life that she tried to freeze is now thawing into abundance. You are flowing again. Type amen to get blessing 535, and she cannot follow you where you are going. You are being elevated beyond her reach. Your vibration is moving beyond her frequency. The document was only the beginning. What's attached to it is a whole new identity. A higher seed. A cleaner atmosphere. A level where you no longer worry about delay because everything responds instantly. You're walking into rooms designed for your essence. Not your past. Not your pain. But your potential. This is your divine reintroduction. Type amen to get blessing 474. You may feel waves of emotion. Let them pass through. This is your body purging the residue of what she tried to place on your destiny. You are free now. Completely. And as you rise, the world will shift around you. Your blessings will not come one by one, they will come in clusters. Because when delay breaks, acceleration follows. She will look for the version of you she once manipulated, but that version no longer exists. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You are made of thunder and light now. You are made of truth and timing. Let her go. Let the bitterness fade. Let the paper arrive. Sign it with divine boldness. And then walk away from the delay that almost convinced you it had power. And didn't. You were always more powerful than the pose. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 700. She was never supposed to be part of your full story, only a footnote. And now, that footnote is being turned. You are turning the page for the last time. You are closing the chapter that included her delay, her silence, her manipulation. That chapter no longer holds your name. It no longer holds your power. You are now walking inside the next book of your life. One authored by truth, not tension. And in this new book, there are no more blocks. Type Amen to get blessing 626. You may feel the final grip of resistance trying to tug at you. Don't respond. That's the last echo of a defeated frequency. That's the shadow of the delay that no longer has permission to stay near your name. You don't owe it a response. You don't owe her an explanation. You only owe yourself the full experience of what's coming. You will walk into your miracle with calm strength. You will breathe without anxiety. You will open doors without hesitation. Because now, the timing is pure. Type Amen to get blessing 505. The document she hid carried more than information, it carried transformation. And now that it's being released to you, the transformation is unstoppable. Watch what happens within the next cycle. And 7 days. And 3 weeks. And 40 nights. Waves of completion will arrive like waves to a shore that's been waiting too long. Everything dry will receive water. Everything broken will be repaired. Everything delayed will be returned. She'll try to understand how it all happened so fast, and she won't be able to. Type Amen to get blessing 404. She no longer holds the lens to watch your rise. Even as blurred of you. Because not everyone is allowed to witness your healing. Not everyone who hurt you is permitted to watch you glow. And in this case, her role ends here. Her part in your journey hath been cancelled. Her access revoked. There's a wall now, a spiritual protection so thick she can't even speak your name without it falling flat. Type Amen to get blessing 838. You will notice she fades without warning. Her energy becomes absent. Her excuses stop coming. Because the light around you has grown too intense for her shadows to survive. This is what true divine separation looks like. No drama. No arguments. Just silence. Powerful, irreversible silence. Let her sit in the consequences of her choice. Let yourself rise in the outcome of your obedience. You chose truth. Now truth is choosing you back. Type Amen to get blessing 181 when you receive the document, and you will hold it to your chest. Breathe in. Feel the weight of your endurance. The paper is not just a paper. It's the end of interference. It's the proof that your path was never lost, only rerouted for deeper growth. This paper, this message, this moment, it was crafted just for you. It could not miss you, no matter who tried to delay it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You were protected the entire time. Even when it felt like no one saw the delay, heaven did. And heaven responded. Now that divine response is sitting at your door, you will soon hear the final confirmation. A ring, a ping, a knock, and behind it a paper that unlocks all of it. And this time, no one will interfere. No one will delay. No one will confuse what is already stamped with your name. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Archangel Micheal says, it is finished. The delay is done. The lie is dead. The game is over. And you are crowned. With peace. With confirmation. With elevation. You no longer have to prove. You only have to move. The final step has already been taken in the spirit. Now your hands will receive what your soul already holds. Type Amen to get blessing 303. From this moment on, walk like you're favored. Speak like you're established. Smile like you survived the fire. Because you have. The woman who delayed your miracle is gone. And what she tried to block has now become your greatest blessing. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You didn't just survive the delay. You grew it. You didn't just wait, you evolved. You didn't just endure, you transformed. And that transformation is now echoing through realms that once held you captive. You are no longer in the same position. The woman who interfered could never have stopped this final wave, even if she tried with all her might. Because this was not about her. It was always about you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are the prophecy she tried to edit. But you can't edit what was written by fire. You can't silence what was sealed in heaven. And you can't bury a destiny that was resurrected before the betrayal ever began. Your miracle has matured. It's not just a blessing anymore, it's a banner that is waving over you. And that banner says, chosen, delivered, elevated. Type Amen to get blessing 292. There is an oil on your name now. An anointing. It cannot be faked. It cannot be touched. And no delay can stain it again. You were tested beyond what most would survive. And yet you remain steady. Quiet. Focused. You whispered your prayers in the dark while she was moving behind the curtain. But now the curtain has fallen, and your light is center stage. He is gone. And your spotlight has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 525. You don't owe her anything. Not a call. Not a message. Not closure. Because heaven already delivered your closure. It came wrapped in the sound of divine timing, finally unlocking your gate. You were one paper away, and now that paper has been sent from the highest level. There will be no more lost files. No more delays. No more excuses from her end. You are now the only signature that matters. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Let her name fade in peace. Don't drag her into your new dimension. Some people are not meant to witness your redemption. And she's one of them. She played a role, and that role has expired. Now, you are the only one left on stage. The light is yours. The narrative is yours. The glory is yours. And most importantly, the freedom is yours. You're not waiting anymore. You are walking now. Type Amen to get blessing 939. You'll begin to notice things working for you without resistance. Delayed emails arriving. Forgotten promises resurfacing. Old opportunities knocking again, but this time with open arms. This is not coincidence. This is compensation. And the compensation will not stop. Because what you endured created a spiritual credit, one that heaven is now repaying. In full. Type Amen to get blessing 161. She will hear about your progress, but she will know how to respond. Because what you stepped into cannot be explained by logic. It can only be recognized by truth. You are becoming undeniable. Your name is becoming weighty. And your presence will now walk into rooms ahead of your body. What she delayed only made you sharper. And now, you've returned with a sword of favor. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Archangel Micheal says, they tried to block you with fear, but faith broke the lock. They tried to distract you with noise, but stillness won the battle. They tried to pause your destiny, but your spirit stayed moving. And now, your feet are standing in the exact place they swore you'd never reach. Let that silence speak. Let your blessings do the talking. You owe no explanations, only gratitude. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This is not just a breakthrough, it is a takeover. The gates are open. The blockages are shattered. The page is turned. Now watch how fast everything flows. And let it remind you, when delay ends, destiny begins. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 1000.